Functional movement can involve more than one muscle group at a time. So as you get older, we need to make sure that we keep these muscles in place. For example, you could be bending down to get something from your cupboard, and you also have to use lifting motions. So this is a great little exercise to keep you in check, and you should do these probably several times a week. So we're going to do bicep curls and with just a little squat. Now, when you squat, it's so important that you actually mimic sitting back. Keep your weight over your heels and drop your bum behind you. And this extra strengthening exercise is a great thing to add. We can also do things like this. Use your own creativity to create different movements that probably are more applicable to you. Don't forget sit to stand exercises. These are so important. You always want to be able to get up easily. So do as many as you can comfortably. Maybe do like a set of 5 and rest for a little bit and do 5 more. It's really your own personal preference and your own fitness level that determines what and how many you're going to do. And the counter push-ups are so valuable for a couple of reasons. First of all, it does activate your core. You really want to flatten your spine, pull your pelvis a little closer to your ribs or your hip bones closer to your ribs, and keep that core strength. And then depending on your fitness level, you can walk it farther away or you can come closer. Also, where you put your hands will determine whether you get more chest muscle or tricep muscle, but you can alternate or change them around. Do what's comfortable. And again, you can do 3 sets of 5 or 1 set of 5. It's your own personal gain, and you can increase as you get more used to it. These are so important because we want to stay strong. Balance is the other part of this functional strength. Anything that requires you standing on one leg and moving your leg either forward and holding it. Now you can use your countertop for just extra stability, but the more you practice this, the easier it's going to get. So then you can take your leg out to the side and take it back and bring it up. Keep your core stabilized. I got a little waver going. I'm far from perfect when it comes to balance. The other thing you might want to do is practice walking so that you put one heel directly in front of the other toe. Walk and walk. Very nice to practice these. And if you can do it backwards, that'll be wonderful. Just give it a try. This one is very important too. We put so much emphasis on the front, but we don't activate the back muscles. So what I want you to do is using your countertop, or you can do it free, just leaning free without any support. But the key is we're going to activate the back muscle. So you have to be hinged forward at the hip, assuming that that's a safe movement for you. So we're going to just lift the arm up. Try not to swing the arm. Just control it up and control it down. These are great for activating the back muscles. So don't forget the ankles. We've talked a lot about this recently and how important it is to keep those nice and strong. Also, there's a lot of balance involved. So you can do these just standing here on your own, coming up on the balls of your feet. Or once again, if you need to use your countertop, that is fabulous. But let's get these muscles in there. They're so important. The other thing that you might want to add to this, not only are we going to come up on the balls of the feet, but let's lift those toes. Balls of the feet. Lift your toes. We want to work the muscles in the front of the calf as well. So these are all great things to add to your day so we can stay strong and mobile. Have fun, everyone.